Abdul Razak Alhassan and Antônio Braga Neto in the middleweight division. Abdul Razak Alhassan is not doing really good. His last 3 losses, a knockout loss on Chaos Williams. He was out for quite a while. When you realize that is by unanimous decision, and then a dominant wrestling and grappling game from Jacob Malkoun, unanimous decision loss right there. He's gonna be the smaller fighter, the less lengthy fighter than Antônio Braga Neto right there as well. But he does have power. He does have a lot of power in his hands. 10 wins and 4 losses. First round knockout win on Nico Price. First round knockout win on Saba Homasi. Another first round knockout win on Saba Homasi. A first round knockout win on Charlie Ward. A first round knockout win. I can go down the list, but every single one of this man's wins is a first round knockout. It is absolutely insane, but he does have a really big weakness, which is going to be the wrestling and grappling, as was shown in the fight with Jacob Malkoun. Antônio Braga Neto is that guy that does have very solid wrestling and very solid grappling, probably more on the grappling side than the wrestling. I do think Antônio Braga Neto isn't as good of a wrestler as a guy like Jacob Malkoun, but he does have really solid grappling skills, getting a knee bar submission win on Anthony Smith right there in the first round. But that was in 2013. He has not been active at all. Had the 2013 fight, then had a fight in 2014. Came back 3 years later, fought Trevin Giles, got knocked out. And now he's coming back after a 4-year layoff. So I don't know what he's been doing. But he does have a really solid grappling. So either way, whoever wins the fight, Abdul goes out there. He's going to get the knockout in the first round. If Antônio Braga Neto goes out there and wins, it's going to be a submission. He's going to get the fight down, break his arm, break his neck. I mean, he's going to get the submission. So it's either Antônio gets a submission or Abdul Razak Alhassan gets a knockout right there. But personally, I don't think Antônio Braga Neto's takedowns are as good as a guy like Jacob Malkoun. His wrestling is decent, but I do think Abdul Razak Alhassan is going to come out there with a game plan that he needs to finish. He's on a 3-fight losing streak. He could get cut from the UFC. So I do see Abdul going out there and just going for a lot of pressure and a lot of volume, looking to do what he always does, land that right hand and get another first round knockout. And that is going to be my prediction. I do think after all of this time with Abdul Razak Alhassan just losing 3 fights in a row, I think he finally gets one fight back right here and knocks out Antônio Braga Neto, who was also coming off a knockout loss 3.5 years ago. So right here, I do think Abdul is going to go out there with a game plan of pressure and then just looking to land that right hand. So I think he pressures Antônio Braga Neto to the back of the cage and lands a big right hand in the very first round. So first round knockout win for Abdul Razak Alhassan. But again, I could definitely see Antônio getting the fight down, using the grappling and getting a submission. But his wrestling just is not as good as a guy like Jacob Malkoun. I think the fight stays in the feet. My prediction, Abdul Razak Alhassan by knockout in the very first round. A good fight in the middleweight division.